Welcome back to Comics Off the Top. My name is Adam, and in this video, we are going to be discussing and previewing the next Marvel comic NFT on the Veve app, Vote Loki #1. Vote Loki #1 is the first issue in a limited 4-issue series released in 2016, written by Christopher Hastings and the pencils by Langdon Foss. This series stars everyone's favourite trickster god Loki as he runs for what may be the best use of his unique skills of lying, deception and mischief. That's right, the President of the United States of America. The book is being released on the Veve app to celebrate President's Day in the USA, which, being Australian, I don't really know what that is. I assume it's to remember dead presidents? Or maybe it's like Halloween and all of Americans dress up as their favourite president and go door to door asking trick or political lie? Hang on, I should probably just check this out. Okay, apparently it's just a day off where you celebrate George Washington's birthday. That's less fun than what I was imagining. Anyway, back to it. Vote Loki #1 will be dropped on the Veve app on February 21st at 8 AM for $6.99 in blind box format. As usual, there'll be 5 different variant covers. The Common, which is the excellent original cover by Trad Moore. The Uncommon, which is the variant cover from the original print by Valeria Schiti. The Rare and Ultra Rare, which are exclusive arts to Veve app. And of course, the very popular Secret Rare that has original art from inside the book. The Rare and Ultra Rare is exclusive art from the independent artist Brent, sorry, I'm going to totally mess this name up, Shinonova. Yeah, why not? Brent has been actively drawing comics and interiors, plus band posters and advertising work for years. For Marvel, he's done covers and interiors for books such as Black Widow, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, and Ant-Man. However, personally, he's done a lot of art for WWE books, and I love this WWE Raw cover, which includes some of my favourite wrestlers over the years, but most importantly, my girl, Sasha Banks. Just awesome. But to the fun stuff. Vote Loki #1 is the first issue of a political satire miniseries that came out during the insanity of the 2016 presidential political season. As a nation, the USA was trying to elect a new president after Obama's second term was coming to an end. For those who can't remember, the election was fought between the Democratic Party, led by Hillary Clinton, and the Republicans, with Donald Trump at the helm. The echoes and footprints of that election is spread all over this comic along with Hastings' writing. At this point in time, Loki was actually trying to turn over a new leaf to become a hero and make up for all the wrongs of his past. The story begins at a political debate between the two main candidates when, as they come out to start the proceedings, hidden members of Hydra attempts to stop the event with force. Loki then reveals himself in true form and steps in to stop them with a magical snake spell that attacks the Hydra members. The cameras, while still rolling, turn to Loki and try to get his take on the situation. He starts to joke that he would be a better president since, unlike the other politicians, he would be willing to lie to your face and be honest about his deceptions. This sends social media and the youth of America into a spin as people begin to either get behind the idea of Loki for president or makes light of the whole event. The whole thing starts to get a bit out of hand as Loki assures he has no intention of running. However, it is revealed that in actual fact he's already put in steps to start running a campaign and throws his horns into the ring for presidency by the end of the book. The Vote Loki storyline was most definitely a comic for the moment in time. It was Marvel's way of presenting the insanity and turmoil of the political circus that was creating chaos across the country, and made very clear comparisons between Loki and Trump. The comic is represented in a fun, lighthearted and silly way, which sees Loki using his skills to spin anything against him and come out for the better. The humour of the political satire is in the vein of Stephen Colbert or Jon Stewart, but just like those shows, this series can show just how a joke is so true that it's scary to realise just how broken politics are and how easily manipulated the public can be by media and politicians. The series did, however, get a little bit of a nod during the TV show on Disney Plus released in 2021 called Loki. On that show, after our Loki gets pruned and sent to the void at the end of time, he starts to encounter other Loki variants from different timelines. Any comic buff like myself loved this idea as it allowed for so much comic history of this character to come through and have some wonderful moments. We see classic Loki, Kid Loki, and of course, as you can guess, presidential candidate Loki, who was at the forefront of this comic, ends up getting his hand bitten off by Alligator Loki. Just to clarify any misconceptions, Alligator Loki, unlike most of the other Lokis in the show, was an original creation for the TV show and up to date hasn't appeared in a comic yet. But frankly, it's only a matter of time in my opinion. I mean, come on, it seems like a logical step for something like Pet Avengers to include Gator Loki. Also, for anyone who doesn't know that exists, yes, there's a comic called Pet Avengers, which features Throg, Thor in frog form, which also has a little cameo in the Loki TV show. Now the final question, should you care about this book? Well, to answer that, I guess it just depends how much you really like Loki. This was a very unique book that was made for the time, and if you're looking for a lot of action and fighting, then you're going to be left wanting. But if you want a cleverly written story with fun in mind while also pointing out flaws of the American political system and how big of an impact news and social media has on the political landscape these days, you will love it. With that being said, we did see a spike in the price of the book when the Loki TV show came out and the presidential candidate Loki was featured on the show. And you never know, I could see a TV series starring Hiddleston either in live action or cartoon form that tells the story of how Loki ran for president of the United States. Since at its core the series is a pretty funny concept, and out of all the characters in the Marvel Universe, Loki seems like the most well equipped to do the job, which is both funny and pretty scary at the same time. But that's enough from me. What do you think of the book? Are you going to be going for the drop? Make sure to let me know in the comments of this video. But apart from all that, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, being amazing, and as always, I will see you in the next one.